John Humphrys challenged John McDonnell over a ludicrous people's vote, and criticized the Shadow Chancellor for failing to answer a question on how the Labour Party would frame a second referendum. Mr. McDonnell stated Labour would keep all options on the table, while insisting on having another general election. Speaking on BBC's Today programme, John Humphrys said, "Let's assume we have what is called, ludicrously according to many people, a people's vote." Mr. McDonnell interrupted, "I want a general election, John. I think that's the easiest thing. In the general election, you choose not just the issue, you choose the team, don't you?" The radio host continued, "Let's assume that doesn't happen and Theresa May is riding high, as you know, after last night." The Labour Shadow Chancellor of the Exchequer interjected again, "She survived another meeting, you mean?" Mr. Humphrys carried on, "Let's assume that doesn't happen. How would Labour want to frame the vote in the second referendum?" Mr. McDonnell then declared his party was keeping all options on the table, to which Mr. Humphrys said, That's a bit of a non-answer, isn't it?" Brexit news. John Humphrys, left, referred to many people calling the people's vote. Image, BBC, Sky News. Mr. McDonnell added, "Well, let me go through it. All options on the table so that when we get to that situation, Parliament will decide. All options mean yes, people could have a vote on the deal, but all options will mean that Parliament will decide at the end of the day." The comments come ahead of a group of anti-Brexit MPs meeting European Union negotiator Michel Barnier this afternoon, as they attempt to push for a second Brexit vote. The cross-party group of leaders, including the Lib Dem Sir Vince Cable and SNP's Ian Blackford, will tell Mr. Barnier there is growing support for a second Brexit vote after thousands of Remainers marched on Downing Street last week. Sir Vince said, "Our unholy alliance has provided a sensible counterpoint to the hardline Brexiteers who have pushed the Conservatives and Labour's front bench into senseless and fudged positions. It is vital that Michel Barnier and the European Commission know that there is another view in Parliament, one that has cross-party support and that can get the EU and the UK out of this mess." He added, "I will also tell Michel Barnier that there are also brave Conservative and Labour rebels involved in leading this fight to give the people a final say. As a result, there is now tremendous parliamentary and public pressure to hold that vote."